Hello, my name is Isaiah Johnson and welcome to the DAB station on Channel 7 News. Today, we will be talking about rationing for war efforts. Rationing is when you allow each person to have a certain amount of a particular item. Now, I will turn it to Daniel to give you an insight on the current situation happening.
Hello, my name is Daniel Idnani. As of now, our men are rationing a majority of our food, gas, and clothing. But I believe as the war goes on, rationing armor and weapons will also come into play. Now I will give it back to Isaiah Johnson.
I agree on that, Daniel. Our government is very smart and has a great game plan to conserve all valuables. Right after the break, we will show you actual footage of the life of a soldier actually on the battlefield.
She said, stop! She said, drop the bottle! She said,
defending the world from tyranny, paving the road to victory. Coca-Cola leading the charge.
Alright folks, now we're going to turn it to the live coverage of Daniel and General King Zay on a camp in the Philippines.
Thanks, Isaiah. I'm here today with General King Zay, and he's going to explain to us how rationing for the war efforts was quite hard for the soldiers.
Thank you, Daniel. See, my soldiers are very important to me, and they fight in very difficult areas, but rationing is one of the hardest.
I understand. Explain how rationing is hard and what you have to ration.
The three hardest things that we have to ration for are gas, clothing, and food.
How do you ration food?
See, for food, we try to split it up equally by dividing it into measurements and splitting it between the soldiers.
How do you ration clothing? That one must be quite hard.
It actually is. But for clothing, we try to wear very thin clothing and we try to save as much material for our resources.
Thanks, King Zay. That's all we have today. But catch us next time on DAB Channel News, Channel 7. Thanks, King Zay. I think that he gave a lot of good information about the soldiers and rationing in the war efforts, and it will really help the people at home be more informed. What do you think, Isaiah?
I actually thought he did a really good job. Also, I thought he did a good job explaining how he had three hard things to ration and the soldiers had a very rough time in the war.
I understand. Thank you for listening to Channel 7 DAB station. And why don't you dab with us tomorrow when we will be talking more about the war efforts.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, dab again.
many different areas. but rationing is one of the most important.
Let's go.
Alright, so explain to us how rationing really works. Rationing is after ration clothing and food.
But I believe as the war goes on, rationing armor and weapons will also come in.